Moi, Namaste from Balasha Trust. I am Sunil Arora, Director of Balasha Trust. Balasha Trust is a charitable organization working for children, especially the vulnerable ones, since 1985. We rescue kids who are found abandoned at public places. We take care of kids who are sometimes, surrendered by their own families. At Balasha Trust, we have supported more than 4,000 children. When they're at Balasha, we make sure that they get good health, good care, medical attention, and lots of love. And the primary focus is to make sure they get rehabilitated. Our mission in this world is to make sure that every child is well taken care of in their family, healthy, and loved. We are located in Mahalakshmi, which is a primary station in south of Mumbai. The property is lush and green and only about 8 minutes walking from the Mahalakshmi station. Of course, you can always book an Uber in Mumbai from anywhere. And Mumbai is also famous for its world-known yellow and black taxis. We are a home for 27 children. They are taken care of by a wonderful team which has got paramedicals, caretakers, visiting pediatricians, social workers, security guards, cooks, and lots of other staff. We are looking for volunteers who are interested in the healthcare space. A volunteer who comes to Balasha, its normal day would look like playing with the kids, doing different activities, interacting with doctors, doing visits with their doctors to different hospitals in Mumbai, working with the caretakers, working with the paramedicals, and also trying to understand the socio-dynamic culture we have in Mumbai or in India with our social workers. It's a great opportunity for people who are interested in learning more about different languages. It's a great opportunity for somebody who's interested in giving back to the society. Coming to Balasha is one of the biggest opportunities where it becomes a life-changing experience for any individuals. In the past almost 30-35 years, we have received volunteers from Norway, UK, US, of course, and your Finland, who have vouched for the time which they have spent at Balasha. So, if you are the one who's looking to be part of this wonderful family at Balasha, please come.
Thank you for your video recording, Sunil.
Thank you. Thank you very much for playing it.
Are there any comments or questions, or would you like to say something, Sunil?
Yes, I would, like to share that Balasha has been working for almost 35 years, and we have some great experience. We are actually rescuing children when they are in, they are found abandoned in Mumbai. And our experience with specific Finnish volunteers has been really great. And when I say that, please imagine, like I think the previous speaker also mentioned that sometimes there could be language difficulties. But in my experience, the Finnish students and my team members who can't speak, English have actually communicated much better than what we would have imagined. So it's all about, I think, a wonderful soul, which my team has, and wonderful soul which the Finnish students bring with them while they're in India. They help us with all the daily activities like playing with children, talking to them, doing different activities, interacting with donor. And what I think India offers is the hustle, because I've been to Finland in the past and I realized that the hospitals are there, but the sheer number of people we have, like the bigger hospitals we have, the patients and the doctors, the hustle. I think Finnish students learn a lot while they are in India, and I'm very proud to share that the feedback which I receive from students when they have gone back home in Finland and they are in touch even today. I think it's amazing. They do wonderful things. They find themselves much more, and they are able to really change the world for themselves and for people around them. Because I think that's what Balasha offers when they are with us. And I think it is an amazing thing, and another thing I want to mention, because I know my next counterpart who's going to make a presentation is Ia from Interpedia, because we have children even in Finland who are adopted. So it's a very proud thing for us that kids who have been taken care of at Bala Asha in Mumbai by the Finnish volunteers at some point of time through proper legal channels get adopted in Finland. So it's an amazing opportunity. I'm very open to any questions. It's great that we are talking today as our leaders, Mr. Narendra Modi, as well as your counterpart, Sana Marine, are going to have a chat today about future cooperation, especially education. So it's a great moment for us. I'm very open to any questions. I would also like to point out that we discussed gender disparity in India. But let me tell you very frankly, in Bala Asha Trust, more than 80% of our staff members and team members are women. The Bala Asha Trust was started by women. Bala Asha Trust was nurtured by a woman, and I'm very proud to say that even if I am making a presentation today, my board member, more than 80% are women. So yes, things are changing one by one step at a time. And we are very happy that we should get a chance to receive Finnish students in future, and it will be an amazing opportunity. Any questions or any comments will be welcome.
Thank you, Sunil, and I especially want to thank you for your great cooperation from the very beginning of the network cooperation. So you have been with us for so many years. Thanks for being here today. And I could see that there is one question. One hand was raised. Jura, I think. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Jura Räsänen from Vamia Vaasa, one partner on this network. Thank you, Mr. Arora, for this insightful and interesting presentation, and of course for the work that your trust is doing with these less privileged ones. Now, on these times of COVID-19, there's something that I would like to ask you. How do you keep up the hope for better tomorrow for these most vulnerable ones that I think the pandemic globally it's the most hardest, because it's really important?
Thank you, Yura, for asking this question. I think it's a very important question, and let me tell you that pandemic, one thing which can never happen, our outside circumstances can never win if we are committed to doing good in this world. I think that's the reason we are all surviving, because we have so many wonderful people. What I'm trying to say here is, let me tell you about Bala Asha. The entire women team which we had in Bala Asha, we did them and we had two groups of these women, and 15 days one group would stay inside to take care of the babies, because I have got babies sometimes from 1 or 2 days. They took care of babies for 15 days, cooking for them, cleaning for them, giving education, online education, and 15 days the other group will rest, and then they will change. So this way, believe me, right from the early March till almost December early last year, we were operating like that. We made sure that mentally all our kids, I will give you a very simple example, that for my children, I organized online zoo visits to California. That we had never imagined. That sitting in Mumbai, you could virtually tour a zoo in California. I was able to organize that for my children. Mentally, we were able to organize online counseling sessions from, wonderful psychologists and training programs and education. Basically, keeping the spirits high, keeping the awareness high on COVID. Okay, I'm very proud to say we are almost in March, and by God's grace, there has been no infection. There has been no infection. All my kids are safe. All my team members are safe. It's the sheer determination that we will get through this. We know there's a better tomorrow, and these kids teach us. Now, just imagine a child who is found on the streets of Mumbai, okay, is today serving the US Air Force. How would that happen? A child who's found in Mumbai is the fastest runner for your neighboring country like Norway. And a child who's again found abandoned is now serving the legal fraternity in India of the high courts. This is sheer God's grace, and I think God has a plan. As we call Ganesha, the Ganpati, has a plan. And I think if we are on the plan, we keep our precautions, we keep our mentally head high, it's quite possible that we will sail through.
Thank you very much and keep up the excellent work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunil.